All right, let's have some fun with carbon and inflatables. I'm in Houdini right now, and this is a fresh scene starting from zero. All right, let's create a geometry. In here, we want to create a grid. Let's make it a meter, and we want a bit more subdivisions. I use odd numbers, so I got some nice cross lines here oriented. All right, next up, we have this grid. Let's start simple. Add a cloth, add a simulation. It's gonna create a cloth. It's a bit thin. Let's make it a bit bigger. 1 millimeter. Let's make it 2 millimeter. Create the simulation, and we have a cloth and it falls down. Perfect. Now we got a starting point. All right. Next is create something the cloth can fall down onto. Create a collider. We need to create a merge. Connect the collider. Make the grid maybe just a little bit bigger, and move it down a little bit. All right. Let's have a look at this. There we go. Collider, cloth, and play. There we go. Falls onto it. All right, back now to our cloth grid. All right, from here on, I'm just creating a basic four pocket inflatable from this one. So for this, let's select everything we want to kind of be sewn together. So obviously the outline is sewn together, and then we're just selecting these cross lines. All right, create a group. So we have a point group here. And now from here, we want to create just a basic second part, because obviously inflatable needs two pieces sewn together. Second part here, let's just move it up by a centimeter and connect these parts. All right, L and H just laid out so you get a bit of space. Now we see we have these two parts. And before we sew them together, let's change the normal, so the orientation of the bottom part, because obviously you want it outward facing. If you show the normals now, they all point upwards. So put a reverse in here, and there you go. See, now we get the proper one pointing up, one pointing down. Now at this stage, we obviously need to put it together, fuse it together, only the points in our group, and we can pretty generously just up our snapping distance until it snaps together. There we go. Now let's connect this one to the cloth, save the scene, why not? Carbon simulation, reset the simulation, layout the graph, LH. There we go. So now we got a cloth. Don't worry that it looks a little bit ugly right now. There you go, and it falls on there. All right, now this is obviously not inflated yet. Let's go to our cloth, and for adding pressure, so we're pressurizing the cloth. It's adding pressure of 1 along the normal. Reset the simulation and go. There we go, and we got pillows. Oops. All right, click away. There we go. So we got ourselves some nice pillows. So we can play with these. So these are semi-inflated. Let's maybe have the pressure to 3, see what happens. Reset simulation, run, and they're pretty plump now. There we go. Yeah, from here on out, you can really do what you want. Let's get it. Let's set it back to 1. Well, 1. Reset the simulation, run. I think that was quite cute. All right, you can get the geometry if you want to get the output from here. Carbon simulation geometry node. In newer versions, there's a new icon for this, but it's got the same functionality. We select our cloth. There we go, our cloth. We can just merge this with our collider. There we go. So we got a cloth and a collider, and you can see the output. Now it doesn't look super pretty, but we can do a couple things. So we could play with the normals. Oops. Normal. There you go. And it already looks much better, doesn't it? Now, since it's just quad measures, we could obviously just add a subdivide if we want. So before the normal. Subdivide. We can just a bit more. And then we get some really nice smooth pillows going on here. yeah, and you can do kind of whatever you want. We can add a color node. Oops, no, color. Pick some. Pick some pretty color we like. There we go. Let's hide this. LH layout our graph. Again, yeah. So here we got some inflatable pillows. And if you want to play with it, again, you can just change the clock parameters, set the pressure to 4, get some plump ons, reset the simulation. There we go. They're pretty full. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. And if you have any questions, just let us know. And thank you very much for watching.